And a one-game homestand for the Warriors as Golden State will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Kenneth Faried is out there with Wilson Chandler. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle.
You know, it's hard not to think of great shooting when you think of Kevin Durant. What he's really worked on over the past few years, though, is his playmaking. He's averaging 4 to 5 assists a game these days. Impressive.
It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Varejão's shot is good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Faried. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Screen by Faried. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Drummond missing. Getting back to Durant's playmaking. It's something we've seen Jordan do. It's something we've seen Kobe, master. It helps those guys win championships.
Yeah, scoring yourself is great. But when you're trying to win rings, you have to trust and believe in others. And at this point in Kevin's career, he's all about that ring.
Here's Curry following the score by Reggie Jackson. And Curry, here we go. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Varejão setting the pick for Curry. To the middle. And there's Varejão. That's good on the assist by Curry.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
The Pistons have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's Drummond with the drive. Great D that time from Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Chandler sends it back. And now the Pistons fast break. Puts up a 3. No luck. Curry with a nice D. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Varejão. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Jackson kicks. Here's Faried. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Curry kicks to Thompson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
It's Curry with the drive. 14 feet away, and Durant gets it to go. Durant's got his second bucket.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lulls.
And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
On its way from Curry for two. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. They would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got his third bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Another miss by Curry. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Drummond with it. Guarded now by Durant. That gives them the lead. Chandler's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Trailblazers.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Detroit's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. And Fareed kicks to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson. So it's the Warriors now. Here's Thompson. Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Both shots good from the stripe. One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. I mean, his pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Here's Golden State now. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise you, Kenneth Fareed. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guys, an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thank you, Doris. And Detroit has possession. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Again, the miss by Thompson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now the feed to Drummond. Chandler is screen. Caldwell Pope dishes to Chandler. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. The Warriors lead it. Outside Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Inside, Perejao, and a beautiful monster jam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
The shot's good from Fareed. Now here's Curry. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Shoots the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Fareed the pass to Chandler. Fareed against Verejao. That puts them in the lead. 8 points for Kenneth Fareed.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Now off the inbound. Lure can't hit. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off target from 3-point range. And here's Morris for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Curry can't get it to go. Johnson kicks to Pachulia. Lure inside, defended by Durant.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Thompson dishes to Green. On its way from Curry for 2, and the shot falls short this time.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Here's Lure. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Johnson against Curry. Johnson can't get it to go. The Warriors shooting very well. 58%. The offense is falling right now early for them. Thompson passes to Verejao. And John Lure gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
John Lure. First personal foul, 2 seconds.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. It's Curry with the drive. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket. Smith outside. And here's Morris for 3. Shot is no good. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up by 3. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Kevin Durant always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
Comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I want to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's West in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Back to Thompson. Picked by West. To the inside. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 3 rebounds now in this one. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Now here's West. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that. And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Now, here's Thompson after the miss from Andre Drummond. West with a wide open look. That one a little long.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Got a piece of it. And there's the call on Chandler. That's his first foul.
Wilson Chandler. First personal foul, team's first.
Puts it up off the inbound, and it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 9.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Now here's Fareed. He's got 11. Poked loose. 6 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Warriors, number 1.
Kevin, no team shot a higher percentage than these guys last year. I mean, that's something they definitely want to build on this season. It'll be hard to improve, but they believe in themselves. They got a lot of confidence after last season as far as shooting the ball goes.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now, here's Thompson. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboard, Kev, and that also was a factor.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Now it's a 3-point Detroit lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Green to the middle. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Green. And it's 9 points for Steph Curry.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Iguodala. Following the miss by Kenneth Fareed. Thompson outside. The drive by Green. And he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Jackson following the miss by David West. Jackson. But they get it back. Here's Fareed. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. The Pistons have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken, Clark, 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's got 11. Jackson kicks to Fareed. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Iguodala dishes to Green. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor. And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
West with the block. And it's on a bound to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. From the inbound, Draymond Green pulls it in.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Caldwell Pope, West with some nice D. Warriors trail by 3. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Iguodala, the pass to Livingston. Now the dish to Green. Thompson outside. Fires from the line. And it's balls over the rim and in. 8 points for David West.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And that one's good. Drummond. Clark, you talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And, guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Warriors. Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Varejão, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it. Three.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot. And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on him. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's sent back by Morris. They recover it.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the three-pointer by Stanley Johnson. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Morris with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Warriors trail by 3. Dishes to Varejão. Lets the 3 fly. Durant, no good.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Lure. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
Durant kicks to Green. Picked by Varejão. Thompson inside the line. Again, the miss by Thompson.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here is Morris. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
It's stolen by Morris. Johnson kicks to Smith. Stolen by Varejão. Here is Livingston, covered by Smith. The shot by Varejão, wide open. No good, unable to end this run.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Stanley Johnson. The drive by Green. Count that one. Green's got 7 now in this quarter.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Pistons leading by 6. Morris, left side. Ring shot on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out. Poked loose, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Pachulia. How he performed last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. I mean, he definitely liked to turn things around from last year. I mean, he really struggled, but hoping to make amends now.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, this team really needs his full contribution, and I think he understands that. He had a wonderful start to the game, an electric start, but he's really coming back down the earth here now.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Last year's Warriors and where they ranked in the NBA. A chance to check that out now, Kevin. First in scoring, first in assists, and they also were #1 in team shooting percentage, a very impressive offensive group.
And when you score like these guys did last season, it gives you tremendous confidence. Just play solid defense, and you can win games. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
We've got a 9-second difference. That jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now Durant. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it for the first half. Pistons ahead as they wrap up the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close game. What has been your approach tonight?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys, get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
Kevin, thank you so much. A hard-working Kevin Durant, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. What a start for Kenneth Faried. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 block. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there. It often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the 3, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the 3 ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Faried. He has 9 rebounds, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Pachulia is out there with John Lewis. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Smith in at point guard. Warriors trail by 6.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
Here's Morris. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. Durant against Morris. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Greg, Steve Kerr did win over the locker room in a hurry last season. They had finished a successful run under Mark Jackson. Winning accelerates everything. They certainly bought into it.
They really did. And people don't often appreciate how difficult it is to come into a situation where expectations are that high. But he also went out of his way to empower his players and really give them some accountability. Didn't try to hide anyone on defense and played to the strengths of his team on the offensive end.
Here's Curry following the basket by Marcus Morris. Curry with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Thompson misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. It's going to be on Verjao. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Pachulia. Kenneth Faried comes in for Lure. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Marcus Morris. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Johnson. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 15 points for Kevin Durant.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Chandler dishes to Drummond. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Stephen Curry. Drummond passes to Caldwell Pope. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Warriors trail. It's Curry, that time on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Chandler, offensive rebound. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 14 points for the game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Back to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stolen by Verjao. The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Curry kicks to Thompson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Green. They grab their own miss. Drummond with another miss.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Another shot. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Caldwell Pope.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the backboard. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The shot's good from McGee. And the Warriors lead by 1. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Here's Drummond. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Drummond's got 16.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Timeout.
Starting.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Fareed the pass to Chandler. From the top of the key, they get it again. And Fareed throws it down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean dunk that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stephen Curry. Coach asked him directly to take the reins of their offense. He wants him to have a huge impact at that end of the floor for the rest of this game. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And back to Jackson, he really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league had it been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game he's got to tighten up.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Curry with the steal. 5-on-3 break. Now here's Durant. Not a lot of room. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Chandler. That's 12 points for Reggie Jackson.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Wide open shot is on the money.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Here's Jackson. The shot is off. Great D that time from Iguodala.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's been an exciting game. Both teams really fighting this one out.
And I tell you what, a recycle bin full of lead changes. It's been a game of major runs so far.
Jackson, that's good. The Warriors trailing. Iguodala outside. Shoots from 12. Here's McGee. Good D by Drummond. Detroit's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Chandler's shot, good.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Durant with a screen on Jackson. Curry kicks to Durant. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. David West, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Pachulia dishes to Morris. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Iguodala. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Lure the pass to Pachulia. Cannot hit. And Golden State will come the other way. There's a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Thompson with the bucket. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
he is.
Yeah.
Me
Listen,
too.
the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Back to Iguodala. Takes it off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
That's good. And it's now 26 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Green, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Here's Morris, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Here's Curry. West a screen on Smith. Curry. And no good trying to get that one. And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Warriors lead by 3. It's all right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. Pistons trail by 3. We've got Durant. Livingston is out there with Curry. And it's Green, and it's Verajao in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And, well, Detroit shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Warriors now. Curry kicks to Durant. Pass to Green. He dishes it to Verajao. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assist. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Good. 26 points for Kenneth Faried.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Durant, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Chandler, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Here's Durant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, Kenneth Faried was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
Getting back to Faried, the numbers through last season, tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
The 19-foot shot off the left rim and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, it was just a terrible shot. You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, and yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Warriors leading by 4. Durant, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential. Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Jackson has the open look. Good on the three-point shot.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Durant with a wide open look. That doesn't go either for Durant. Pistons trail by 3. The pass to Jackson. To the paint, here's Fareed, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Reggie Jackson had made some noise about wanting a big contract to be moved last year. Ultimately, he was traded to Detroit.
Yep, Kevin traded from the Thunder to the Pistons, and it actually happened on deadline day.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
And if you go back, remember Jackson struggled with the Pistons last year as well. So the team went on a losing streak as soon as he got there.
Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Livingston. Here's Durant. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And Jackson will look for a fresh start this season. I mean, hard to play with all the drama and questions going in your head about pending free agency.
Off the inbound pass, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
He hits the second from the line.
Drummond having a terrific game. 14 rebounds, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Warriors trail by 5. He's got space, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 30 points for Steph Curry.
He has definitely shown up to play He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Really good job on the inside that time. I mean, he had to work for that rebound, and he got it done.
Again, Golden State.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Here is Zhao, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got 6 in the quarter.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
Here's Fareed. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Durant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Curry kicks to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around, and Green gets it to go.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
And Fareed kicks to Drummond, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. They double-team Curry. Shoots off a screen. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Curry attacking. The putback. Kenneth Fareed pulls it in. Detroit leading by 3. Chandler dishes to Drummond. And Fareed kicks to Drummond. Outside Jackson. Chandler with the ball. Now Green defending. Good on the shot. And that's now 33 points for Kenneth Fareed.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
Well, sans his lights-out shooting, they'd be staring at a huge deficit.
Curry against Jackson. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 6. Back to Curry. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his 2nd this half.
Here's Jackson. Here's Fareed. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. He feeds it to Durant. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
What a performance from Durant here. 8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
To tie it up, and it's sent back by Drummond. Out to Thompson, goes back up. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without fouling.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Detroit with the ball. They lead by 1. Jackson up top, guarded by Kerr. Chandler. Verajao grabs the board. Verajao's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Thompson misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Caldwell Pope passes to Chandler. And Fareed kicks to Drummond. It's stolen by Green. Durant against Jackson to take the lead. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's now 30 points for Kevin Durant. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Curry dishes to Green. No good from outside. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Jackson gets the bucket. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
There's 1:38 left in the game. And Thompson kicks to Verajao. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Verajao's got 10 points here in the second half. The Pistons trail. Chandler, the pass to Drummond. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're losing by 1. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And Thompson kicks to Green. It's Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 36.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Pass to Green. Outside Durant. And stolen by Drummond. Chandler kicks to Drummond. Money!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Balanced scoring clock for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? It's going better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
The rim wrestler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Got it!
They do have a foul to give here.
You might see them use it at some point.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 1. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time that they can run whatever play they're most comfortable with.
Definitely. I mean, they're in good shape here, in my opinion. Shot clock's off, but still enough time left on the game clock to really run your normal set here.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now. Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
And so the big win by Detroit in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kenneth Faried. He had a nice surge to start the second half, hitting his first 3 shots.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
This is the manimal we're talking about. Kenneth Faried comes at you strong. He put the power in power.